Labor Day weekend is usually quiet for water safety patrols here in Lane County, but deputies say many rivergoers aren't quite prepared with the necessary safety equipment if an accident does happen. Arcimoto plans to have a pilot fleet of 15 vehicles finished by the end of the year, after which they'll start production on 75 pre-ordered vehicles. In Eugene, this is Matthewtaylorjordan reporting. eWeb says the price hike is necessary to continue operations as normal, but many customers we spoke with say the price hike is another hit in an already struggling economy. In Eugene, this is Matthewtaylorjordan reporting. The fire started early this morning at the 3700 block of Pepper Tree Drive. The three men sleeping inside the home managed to get out unharmed, but when one of their pets, a Chihuahua, ran back inside, Jose Martinez ran in after him. That's when fire crews jumped into rescue mode. Martinez was found a block and a half away, unconscious. The dog is still unaccounted for. The man is now at ICU at Riverbend Hospital for smoke inhalation, and as you can see, the house is a complete loss. Fire crews were able to stop the blaze before it spread to a neighbor's home. For the time being, a charity restoration crew is housing the men at a hotel. The exact cause of the fire is still under investigation. Reporting live in Eugene, this is Matthewtaylorjordan. Now back to you. The fate of historic Civic Stadium remains in question, and now the city of Eugene wants in on the discussion. The Eugene School District, who owns the property, used a point system to determine the best proposal of the three from Fred Meyer, the YMCA, and the Save Civic group, with Fred Meyer scoring the highest and Save Civic coming in last. The scoring is based on 4 categories, including revenue and benefit to the city and school district. Save Civic earned a boost in points for preserving the stadium, but suffered in the revenue category due to a lack of funding. After a request by City Councilor Alan Zelenka, the Eugene School District agreed to postpone a final choice on leasing or selling the property until June 1st. This gives the City of Eugene an opportunity to partner with the Save Civic group to preserve the stadium. Zelenka addressed the city's new role in an interview with Oregon News.
The big drawback from the city's perspective is, they don't want to be obligated for a whole bunch of money on the line without any prospect of getting any revenue for it. But if done right, this thing could create its own revenue that could pay the lease payment to 4J without having the city cough up any money.
The city's support would help the Save Civic group in the revenue category, which accounts for 50% of the overall points. However, a majority of the city council needs to be in favor for the partnership to go through. In response, the YMCA and Fred Meyer are now trying to gain support from the Eugene community.
So yeah, we don't anticipate doing any change. We feel comfortable with what we did, and both from what we would provide for the community and also for the financial return that would go to the school district, which would be substantial.
A meeting last Friday between the three groups and city councilors yielded no results. As the deadline approaches, the school district will be forced to choose a proposal or risk developers abandoning their plans. The recession is putting a strain on nonprofits at a time when donations are needed the most. United Way of Lane County is an umbrella charity that partners and supports 44 charities in Lane County. As a result of the recession, United Way scored poorly on Charity Navigator, a national system of ranking nonprofits. United Way adopted a new, more direct strategy in response.
What we realized is the sandbag solutions that we had been implementing, which is a little money to this agency, a little money to that agency, wasn't really changing the source of the problem.
Charity Navigator ranks nonprofits based on the IRS 990 tax form and doesn't take into account performance or contributions by nonprofits to the community. Food for Lane County is another nonprofit that partners with United Way and has seen increased financial pressure in the past few years. But the pressure has been lifted in large part by support from the residents of Eugene and Springfield.
Not just Food for Lane County, but I think every nonprofit that I'm friendly with. I think every executive director would tell you how lucky we feel to have people who care about building community.
Through the toughest times, the Lane County community and United Way have supported nonprofits such as Birth to 3, which provides support services for new parents. Birth to 3 services give parents a place to go for education, advice, and the company of other parents going through similar circumstances. All three charities agreed that the support of the community is their greatest tool in helping those just trying to make ends meet. Gas prices in Oregon are inching towards $4 a gallon, putting the strain on those who commute. In 2007, local entrepreneur Mark Frohnmeyer was inspired to find a solution to the gas problem. 4 years later, Frohnmeyer and his electric car company Arcimoto unveiled their newest prototype, the Arcimoto SRK, a fully electric and street-legal vehicle with a top speed of 65 miles per hour.
Red 5, our first product prototype, is now complete.
Over 300 attended the event the day after Earth Day that drew the likes of primetime television stars Nathan Fillion and John Huertas, who discovered Arcimoto online, and Mayor Kitty Piercy.
I think the economics of gasoline are starting to get people thinking about what else can I be doing. And when they start using other things, i.e. electricity, I think they're going to start saying, you know what, why didn't I do this before?
Since the vehicles are completely electric, businesses and individuals get a tax break incentive when conventional vehicles pay a gas tax. But a new bill that goes into effect in 2014 may put a tax on electric vehicle owners as well. Frohnmeyer agrees everyone is responsible to help maintain Oregon's roads, but he argues the standards shouldn't be the same.
And if you think about it, the idea that someone driving a vehicle like this that weighs about half the weight of a conventional passenger car and someone driving a hybrid plug-in Escalade should pay the same per mile fee, I think is a bit regressive.
Frohnmeyer says the reaction to the new Arcimoto models has been positive, and the team at Arcimoto has begun working on the next prototype and 3 variations of the SRK model.